evening.
Good
Good
evening,
evening,
sir.
sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. So, just a minute. I think we need to start with this one, sixth problem today. On 1st April 2011, Sundar had 25,000 equity shares of X Limited at a book value of rupees 15 rupees per share, nominal value 10 rupees. Nominal value of 10 rupees. On 20th June 2011, he purchased another 5,000 shares of the company at rupees 16 per share. The directors of X Limited announced a bonus and right issue. No dividend was payable on these issues. The terms of the issues are as follows. Bonus basis 1:6. That means for every 6 shares, 1 bonus share will be given. Right basis 3:7. For every 7 shares, 3 right shares will be issued. The offer price of right share is 15 rupees per share. Due date for payment is 30th September 2011. Shareholders were entitled to transfer their rights in full or in part. Accordingly, Sundar sold 33.33% of his entitlement to Shekhar for a consideration of 2 rupees per share. So first point, Sundar had means you are having opening balance. Why opening balance? Whenever you are doing the problem, your attention should be, are we buying the shares in the current year? Information relating to current year purchase has been given, or we are also having along with current year purchase, is there any opening balance? Why I am insisting on opening balance, my dear friends? Can you tell me why I am insisting for shares on opening balance? We couple of days back we had discussion on this. The entire topic is only on this particular aspect. You know, we had discussion pre-acquisition dividend and post-acquisition dividend. You remember that we had discussion on these 2 points.
Yes,
Need-
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Why?
sir.
What is pre-acquisition dividend? What is the meaning of pre-acquisition dividend?
Before purchase dividend accrued.
That, see, the simple thing, when you are a shareholder, of those shares, you had some shares in the last year. On that particular shares, you are receiving dividend. Is a pre-acquisition dividend. Post-acquisition dividend, after acquiring the shares, dividend pertaining to previous year. The dividend pertaining to previous year, but in previous year you are not a shareholder. You know the treatment on that. You know the treatment. What is the treatment we have learned on that, my dear friends? If you are having shares in the last year, dividend pertaining to that particular period, if it is being received in the current year, it can be taken as income, no?
Capital.
Is it capital receipt or revenue receipt?
Capital, sir.
Revenues.
Huh?
Capital, sir.
Capital. Are you sure? Who is that? Who is that answering?
So it is revenue.
Please go back to the point and see that I've dictated on this. If you got the notes, my dear friends. Is it Narsimha?
No, sir.
Who is that? Who has given the answer? Narsimha, can you tell me this? Pre-acquisition, and somebody has also said it's a revenue. Nasimha, do you agree with me? Is it revenue or do you agree with me? With me or the
It's
others?
not a revenue receipt, sir. It's a capital. We treat it as capital receipt because it is dividend pertaining to the period before the acquisition of these share. See, we assume that the dividend is included in the cost.
No. We are not. Don't make the things complicated. Don't make the things complicated. Simple.
So
Are
it
you-
is revenue receipt credited to income.
Yes, I've given already. I've made an. We made a discussion on that, and I've declared also. No. Have you
Yes,
got
sir.
this? Have you got this point with you or not, my dear friends? Tell me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Is it revenue? Is it revenue or capital?
Sir, post-acquisition dividend is revenue receipt.
Post acquisition dividend is revenue.
And pre-acquisition is capital.
Huh?
And pre-acquisition dividend is capital receipt.
Okay. Right. We come back to that now. So now my question is that, okay, just I wish to wait for a while unless you answer it. Just a minute. I'll come back to that. We can have discussion on this later on, because you are seems to be having confusion on this. When I started with this, just a minute. Okay, now some of you are saying it's a capital, some of you are saying it's revenue. Okay, leave it for a while. He purchased another 5,000 shares of the company at 16 rupees per share. Then I read the complete problem. You may be having some clarity. Then we can discuss. So so we got two things now: 25,000 equity shares opening, and then also we are having 5,000 shares purchased, equity shares purchased. And he says that the directors of bonus and right issue, no dividend was payable on these issues. So bonus shares were issued in the current year. Right shares also issued in the current year. Bonus issue 1:6. So how many bonus shares that we have to find out? 1:6 bonus. For this, I told you there will not be any cost. Right basis 3:7. Okay. Then next, shareholders are entitled to transfer their rights in full or part. According to Sundar sold 33.3 means 1/3 of the is entitlement to Shekhar for consideration of 2 rupees per share. Renouncement of right. This is right shares. Okay, now, and he has clearly mentioned that no dividend is payable on this. No dividend is payable either on bonus shares or right shares. Of course, these shares have been issued in the current year. We have to go by instruction, but there's a reason also when you read the problem. Now, coming back to the point, dividends. Dividends for the year ended 31st March 11 at the rate of 20% were declared by X Limited and received on 31st October 2011. Dividend for shares acquired by him on 20th June 2011 are to be adjusted against the cost of purchase. Now, what is the meaning of this? You tell me.
So
Hmm.
the dividend on 5,000 shares will reduce the cost price.
Good. It seems to be most of you are not going back to the notes which I have dictated to you. It is very clearly tangible to me now. I think you most of you are having casual approach, seems to me. I'm expecting an answer spot on. We had discussion on this. Whether you are paying attention or not, I don't know. I'm having some doubt. on these things. Clearly, I mentioned with example, I've told you when you are holding shares in the last year, for that particular year, if dividend has been received in the current year, if you are having confusion on pre-equation, post-equation, leave it. Simple logic. Don't remember, confuse yourself by pre-equation, post-equation. If I'm holding shares in the last year, for that particular period, if I'm receiving the dividend, I've also mentioned AS9. Am I right? Whether we have discussed about accounting standard 9 or not, my dear friends?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
When right to receive the dividend has been, you got the right to receive, arised, it is a revenue nature. It is to be created to which account, my dear friends? Profit and loss account. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Can you treat this as a revenue or not? Tell me, is it whether I have explained to you or not? Are you making a notes? Please tell me frankly, are you making notes or simply just watching my video lecture, live lecture? That's it. I'm sharing the screen. Simply, I think you are watching it. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about those students who are not copying down this. This is an important model.
Maintaining, sir.
It is maintaining. Good. No, I'm talking about those who are not maintaining. Shall I assume that you all are maintaining it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yes,
Good.
sir.
This point I made it clear. And right from the beginning, I've been telling the same model 3 to 4 problems we are having. Same model. Good. Now I think you got the clarity on 25,000 equity shares. 1/4/2011 means what is the last year? Tell me. Year ending 31st March 2011. Am I right? 31st March 2011. You can see dividend for the year ended 31st March 2011 means I'm holding the shares in the last year. 1/4/2011 opening balance is nothing but closing balance of last year. For that particular period, I'm receiving the dividend. So this dividend on 25,000 equity shares, you know that it is calculated on what value? Dividend is payable on
Face value.
please. Okay, here face value is correct. I want the correct answer. Is it called up capital or paid up capital? Is it called up capital, paid up capital?
So paid up.
Very good. Dividend is to be calculated on paid up capital. So here 10 rupees per share. Of course, when entire 10 rupees has been called up and there is no call in this, entire amount has been paid up. So 10 rupees, 25,000 into 10 into 20%. How much is going to be?
So 50,000.
50,000 is to be treated as income. Am I right? It is to be
Yes, sir.
created to income column, from there where it is to be transferred to profit and loss account. Next, and he himself has clearly mentioned hint. You are so lucky. Dividends per share acquired by him are to be adjusted. Even this in some problems it won't be there. This particular statement won't be there. Whether the statement is there or the statement is not there. When you purchased 20th June 2011, of course, these shares were in the hands of somebody last year, but I am not the holder of it. Since as on the date of declaring the dividend, I am receiving it. As on the date of declaring the dividend, since I am holding it, I am receiving it. Sir, at the time of buying the shares, whether I have paid the dividend, maybe I don't know what price that particular person who have decided to sell, whether he on guess or on some calculation he might have collected. That's irrelevant to us. That is relevant to us. Anybody can tell me that, sir, why we can't guess dividend? Why we can't guess dividend? Can we guess dividend? Can we guess dividend percentage?
No, sir.
Huh?
No, sir.
Which dividend percentage you can't guess?
Equity share capital.
Very good. Can you guess preference dividend percentage?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes,
But-
sir.
But that is all subject availability of profits, no?
Yes, sir.
Even we are having dividend distribution rules 2013. We'll be learning more on that in when we go to company accounts. We are having dividend rules, distribution rules 2013. So coming back to this now, my dear friends, dividends for the year ending. So here he's saying on 20th June 2011 are to be adjusted against the cost of purchase. At the time of buying it, whether it is including a guess amount or something, it's irrelevant. Or some people say come dividend means you have to pay amount on some guess something like that. This is what the possibility of dividend. These are all calculations. Okay, now it's irrelevant for us for this particular chapter. Simply why this is reducing, because see, suppose I have paid 100 rupees for acquiring a dividend, for acquiring shares, and company has paid 10 rupees dividend to me. Since on the date of paying the dividend or declaring the dividend or receiving the dividend, I am having those 100 rupees share with me. Now this 10 rupees definitely will reduce my cost. I have paid 100 rupees, but I got 10 rupees, no? Like you see sometimes now I said, we are seeing that cashback offer. Have you heard about cashback offer?
Yes, sir.
When you buy the product, what do you mean by cashback offer? You have to make a payment, then you will be getting back the amount is being created to your account. Am I right? Your bank account.
Yes, sir.
Then what happened? Cost price will be reduced or not, my dear friends?
Yes, sir.
It's the same logic. What is the meaning of adjust against the cost of purchase? See, otherwise, if you are having the confusion, the same confusion, you people will be. I've been telling you, I've evaluated papers recently. I think most of you people don't know what kind of mistakes you've done earlier. So please don't do it. Don't do it. Be watchful about this. Now clear to all of you, dividend for shares acquired in the current year, but dividend is related to pertaining to earlier year, is adjusted against cost of purchase, means because of getting that dividend, the cost of purchase will be reduced, you know. So it means this amount will be adjusted to which column, my dear friends? Cost column. Where it will be taken? Cost column it will be taken. On how many shares will be you have to take to cost column?
5,000 shares.
5,000 shares. 5,000 shares. Good. So 5,000 shares into 10 into 20%.
Sir, 10,000.
10,000 is to be taken to which column, my dear friends?
Cost column.
Cost column.
Call.
Clear to all of you? Any doubt to anybody on this?
No, sir.
Any doubt anybody? Okay, good. Now let me move on to this. On 15 November 11, Sundar has sold 25,000 equity shares at a premium of 5 rupees per share. You are required to prepare in the books of Sundar investment account and profit and loss account. So 2 accounts you need to prepare. Now the thing is that generally we prepare investment account, but here is asking P&L account. It means, please remember, if P&L account is asking you to prepare separately, it means which column is not required, my dear friends? Income column is required or not required, or dividend column is not required. Anything which is related to income or dividend can be taken to P&L account. Even if you maintain income column also, there's nothing wrong in that. Are you following what I'm saying? In the couple of previous problems, we never maintain income column. Am I right? Have you maintained the last 3 or 4 problems income column?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
Why we are not maintained?
No, sir.
Why we are not maintained there in the last few problems?
Because
There is
dividend
no information.
No information of dividend is there, no? Now here we are having dividend, sir. Yes, we are having dividend information. So if you want to maintain income column, you can maintain. But that income column balance is again transferred to which account? Profit and loss account. When himself is asking P&L account, why should you maintain income column? The entire income column can be transferred to where, which account? P&L account. P&L account. It means directly we can transfer. When I do the problem, I'll explain on that. We are having 2 different problems. Today's class we'll be doing opening P&L account without opening P&L account. But this is an important model. So let me work out this now. Let me work out this. So Let me go for the solution. I'll do one thing here. First, let me write in the books of Sundar. I told you first I'll be opening the ledger account. The posting will be easy. In the books of Sundar, investment account, can you tell me the year? For the year ending, given or not? 31st March. 31st March or 31st December this is?
31st December.
31st December 2011. Name of the script. Equity shares in
X Limited.
X Limited. See, cost is also not required. We can write amount also. Just initially we have started writing cost. You can also write amount in rupees. Date, particulars, number, amount in rupees. And also I'm writing second account, profit and loss account. It is just like extract. That's it. We don't have complete information on this. Right. Now coming back to the problem. So let me start with working notes. Working notes number 1. We need not worry about, like, unlike debentures where we have to go for cum interest purchase or ex interest purchase. This, I think this you can easily say 5,000 to 16 rupees will be 80,000 can be taken to cost column. Am I right? For this, you don't need any working notes, but only I have to go for first bonus shares. Number of bonus shares issued. Number of bonus shares issued. So what is the actual shares we are having? 25,000 plus 5,000 shares purchased. What do you mean by for every one share, for every 6 shares, one bonus means by 6 into 1 we can do it. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
It is coming to how many shares? 5,000 bonus shares. Next, number of right shares offered. Number of right shares offered, I said 3:7. For every 7 shares, 3 right shares have been offered. Number of right shares offered as on that date, 25,000 original shares opening balance, 5,000 shares acquired, plus 5,000 right shares that has been purchased by 7 into 3.
15,000.
15,000.
15,000 shares. Fifteen thousand shares have been offered. Out of that, right share subscribed. He said entitled to transfer the rights in full or in part. Sundar sold 1/3 of his entitled, means 2/3 have been subscribed, no?
Yes, sir.
So right share subscribed is equal to 15,000 into 2 by 3, 10,000 shares. Value of right share subscribed. Is equal to 10,000 shares into 15 rupees. 1,50,000. Next, right shares renounced or right shares sold. 15,000 into 1 by 3 into what is the value of right shares sold?
2 rupees, sir.
2 rupees per share. That is. Into 2 rupees. Rupees 10,000 is credited to profit and loss account. Even though we have opened the P&L account here, just extract to indicate that, but we are going by ledger form, ledger T-shape format. Even though we are going by T-shape format, but still we can better you write to statement of profit and loss account. Clear to all of you, right shares sold. Now the important point is about dividend. 5th point, dividend. Receipt of dividend. Here, A, on 25,000 shares, brackets, held as on 1st April 2011. On 25,000 held as on 1st April 2011. That is equal to 25,000 shares into paid up value 10 rupees into 20% dividend, no? You said something like 50,000, no?
Yes, sir.
50,000 is credited to statement of P&L. Or you can is credited to is treated as income. In this problem here, since we are opening the better you write is treated as income. In every problem, we are not going to open P&L account, no? But for this investment sold, you make a statement on this. Is created to statement of P&L account. Actually, this also can be taken to income column, but they are not doing it. So there's, even if you do, there's nothing wrong in that, but even the valuer should have the clarity on that. I'm very sorry to say that the valuer, why I'm saying, sometimes they go by the key, then your amount may be different. You following what I'm saying? In the material also, they are not showing 10,000 in the income column. Renouncement of right, directly they are transferred to P&L. So better you follow by that, whatever has been followed. Even if you take transfer to income column from there, it also can be moved on to P&L account. Okay, clear to all of you? So that is why we are If P&L account is being asked, you can transfer the sale of rights to P&L account. But when P&L account is not being asked, don't show that. But as far as the receipt of dividend is concerned, this can be treated as income, you write. Treated as income means it will be taken to income column or dividend column. Income or dividend column. B. I think there will not be any confusion to anybody on this point. You have to practice it twice or thrice just to revise those points. The key points you have to keep on revising twice or thrice for 2 to 3 days. There is a, like, whenever a doctor prescribes medicine, they said use the medicine for 5 days, 3 times daily or 2 times daily, depending upon the health issues. Similarly, we can be somewhere I've seen one book written by a chartered accountant, use the term capsule. Capsule 1, capsule 2, capsule 3 for like a treatment. I think I like that particular term that has been he has written book on accounting standards. So capsule 1, capsule 2, capsule 3. Similarly, 2 times or 3 times, depending upon your memory, receptiveness, rememberness, you have to practice key items. Take a small scribble pad. Take a small scribble pad, and I wish to share one point. Maybe I'm not deviating. If I'm not deviating this, one point what we have learned when I was in beginning of my career, one particular senior faculty was so good in company law and company accounts. Very long back, in maybe in 97 or 96, 97, I was into the professional field during that time. So we had a session called as teaching technologies and their effectiveness. So he used to give advice to his student, the same advice as a senior faculty shared with us. So what the advice was, you take a scribble pad. Like during that particular time, we never had any smartphones like that. We used to rely upon the newspaper for a sports or employment opportunity, anything. So everybody used to have one English, the Hindu newspaper, or Deccan Chronicle, or the local language newspaper. He used to tell us that every morning when you're having a cup of tea or a coffee or whatever it may be, morning time you are fresh, you will be looking at the highlights, main headlines, at least if you don't have the time. So similarly, he was telling whatever you refer to the morning newspaper, and that will be there in your mind for memory for a longer period of time. The same advice he has given: take a scribble pad, make a note of key points or key side reading, something like that in the morning. Just take the scribble pad and relax for a while, half an hour, something like that, as in the sections or important definitions or cases. Sometimes we need to quote case studies there. And those things he used to advise us to make a note of it. So the advantage is that, and that particular point day, and if you want any reference, you can say brackets, so reference to so-and-so page, notes or page number or any textbook or anything like that. And that will be there for your memory permanently. You won't forget that. Similarly, I normally advise to any students, even my kids, to anybody, generally, with my experience I'm sharing you, the approach to the subject is one aspect and remembering it is another aspect. Most of people, you open the book, you start doing the entire problem. 90% it is a repetition. Only 5 to 10% is a major point is being twisted or something where you need to understand an interpretation of that particular sentence, etc. And every problem, what you people should do is that you make a highlight of that particular problem. This particular problem, what is the main element in this problem? Treatment of dividend on opening balance of share, on purchase of shares, or treatment of interim dividend. If you make a caption, so and so problem number, and the same models if you are having, whatever the problems I have worked out from the study material or charms material or examination problem, you should similar models. That means if you write heading there itself, If you have covered, revised, and okay, ultimately what happened? 3 to 4 models of entire chapter. That makes chapter simple. Why most of the people fail to score is that you don't plan properly. You don't plan properly. You don't plan properly. Planning is very, very important. Our senior faculty used to tell us whenever we are doing that, failure to plan is planning for failure. One has to have proper planning. The key element. Do you agree with me, my dear friends? Accounting is about only key aspects. Am I right? The format is same. Tell me, what do you say?
Yes, sir.
Is
Yes, sir.
it not? Can't you make? I'll tell you. I was having long back, maybe 2010, something like 11. I used to advise similarly. Partnership account people used to struggle. Then I said, you do one thing. You make a caption. Everybody should have their own caption, and that finally has reached to the principal sir there, the CA course, and we are having massive gathering there, 300, 400 students in the section. Then he said all the students are requested to write the headings caption, made mandatory, and he started. I'll be coming and verifying it. The people have started. I said, just you write the title. What is the main highlight point of this chapter? You make a note on that. This particular problem, this is the main point. That's it. When you open the book, I know that. That confidence level will able to do any problem without any confusion. Otherwise, everything looks clumsy. Everything looks like, I mean, lot of apprehensions will be there. There are sometimes the tangible apprehension, there are intangible apprehensions. You don't know how to even ask, how to put a question to faculty. Come on, tell me if any doubt is that you don't know how to ask it. But you got still doubt. There's clarity is missing. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes, okay, the doubt is, I know, sir, this is the doubt I'm having. I'm having clarity of the doubt. Now, if you can clarify that, there will not be any issue, and that you can get it. But sometimes there are some doubts which is not visible, which you can't see, but there is some suspicion mind that how to, if this question comes, there is a confusion, and that you have to work out simultaneously. This is planning. Tomorrow's class, sir is going to tell the investment account. Today, what I have learned, make a point. Tomorrow, just read the problem. 90% known, sir, 10%. Now, when sir is explaining on this particular point, I have to pay attention. Any subject I'm telling you, my dear friends, the experience I'm sharing, I observed so many students. When I started doing these techniques, tips, I'm giving tips, people started asking less doubts and they were able to do well. I'm very, what are the doubts I generally, I share, I raise myself without you being raising, is the doubt that has been raised by previous batches. And that doubt I take as a case study, just I share with you before you people asking, so that there will not be any problem tomorrow. Maybe this is a small chapter, not only small chapter, any chapter. The main item, the troublesome points, troublesome problem, not chapter is not troublesome. If you feel chapter is troublesome, you can't do it. You have to have a feeling that every chapter is easy. Every chapter is okay. There are some chapters where you need to put bit of effort. You need to spend bit of time on that. This is all your mental preparation. I thought of just sharing this with you. Hope I'm not wasted your time, but these kind of fine-tuning points, I'll tell you, now and then is required rather than continuously going and explaining the problem. Why we are doing, what for we are doing, what is the outcome of this particular topic, account, investment account, what is the main outcome? We have learned in shares. In shares so far, we are having bonus shares, right shares. Right share subscribe, right share renouncement. Here, one more extra point today we are having dividend. In this problem, what is dividend? Dividend of last year. Last year we are having opening balance. On that shares, we have calculated dividend. That is to be taken as income. Reference accounting standard 9. When you learn accounting standard 9 revenue recognition criteria, you will be knowing about it. Further, this point can be useful there. Then point number 2. Where a period of dividend, the dividend was declared for a period. During that particular period, I am not holding the shares. I have purchased the shares in the current year. That used to be adjusted to cost column. Now, on how many shares here? 5,000 shares purchased. On what is the date of purchase of shares? 20th June 2011. Dividend is equal to 5,000 shares into 10 into 10%, 20% is coming to 10,000 is to be adjusted against cost price. 5,000 shares purchased on 20th June 11 is to be adjusted against cost price of investment. Simple word, that is credited to investment account. Which column? Cost column. Come back to this now. This is completed. Now, only thing is that we have to find out profit or loss, I think. Sold 25,000 equity shares at a premium of 5 rupees per share. This we can work out. For the time being, we can go back to the investment account. First, 1/4/2011. To balance brought down. $25,000 equity shares. Amount has been given as, shall I take it 15 rupees or 10 rupees?
10
15.
rupees.
So
Huh?
15.
15. What is the value? 25 and 15. 3 lakhs.
3,75,000.
3,75,000. 1/4/11. Next. Purchase 5,000 shares into 16. Date. To bank, 5,000 shares purchase into 16, it is coming to 80,000. And we have seen bonus shares. Working notes number 1, bonus shares, 5,000 bonus shares. What is the date on bonus shares declared? 16th August. To bonus shares. Working notes number 1, 5,000 shares. Then right shares, you can see the date is important here. Right shares were offered on 31st, but payment due date for payment is 30th September. So we need to write due date, 30th September. We have already done that working notes. To bank, working notes number 2 or 3. We have calculated right shares offered. Right shares subscribed 1,50,000. Working notes number 3. $10,000 right shares subscribed.
Yes, sir.
10,000 to 15, 1,50,000. Now, then after that, we have to see sale is first or dividend is first. 15/11, it has been sold. Dividend was received on 31st October. So 31st October, (2011) by bank dividend on shares purchased. Dividend on shares purchased, they have mentioned here. B point, working notes number 5. $10,000 to be taken to which column? Cost column. Okay, if I'm also maintaining income in this, that 50,000 will be taken to income column. Clear to all of you? If P&L account is not open, it will be taken to income column. Okay. Then 31st October is complete. Then we will be having sale. So in the problem, he said that 25,000 equity shares at a premium of 5 rupees per share. It means what is the face value of share, my dear friend? 10 rupees, no?
Yes, sir.
10 rupees plus 5 rupees, we add 25,000 to 5, 15. How much is that? 25,000 shares have been sold into 15 rupees.
3,75,000.
3,75,000.
3,75,000. Now we need to find out the reason why I have stopped without going for extension of working notes to profit or loss. This data I can use for calculation of profit or loss. So let me take you to that. Working notes continuation now. 6th point. Profit or loss on sale. On sale of 25,000 equity shares. Sale proceeds. $3,75,000. Next, cost price of. I told you better use average cost. Average cost price of 25,000 shares. Average cost price of 25,000 shares means I told you you should take 3,75,000 plus 80,000 plus 1,50,000 minus 10,000 because I told you it will reduce your cost. So by how many shares you're having? 25,000 shares plus 530 plus 535 plus 10, 45,000. So total cost by total number of shares into number of shares sold. You can get average cost price also. Average cost price. Now let me start with first 3,75,000 plus 80,000 plus 1,50,000 minus 10,000 by total cost 25 plus 5 plus 10. Into what is the sold value? 25,000. Come on, tell me the value.
3,30,556.
3,30,556. Come on, deduct it.
44,444.
Okay. This is profit on sale. Since this profit on sale, where it is to be taken, my dear friends? Where it is taken? Even though it is to be, we are opening P&L account, but it is to be adjusted to which column, my dear friends? Cost column. If anybody is having the doubt, you remember trading account. Got it, all of you? Even though you are opening P&L account, since it is to be adjusted in cost column, the items which we show in income column can be taken to P&L account if he's asking P&L account. Otherwise, it is to be taken to which column, my dear friends? Cost column. Clear to all of you? Please make a note if you want on your own. Everything I can't dictate. When I am saying something, you make a note of it. If income column is not required, even though you are getting profit or loss, even though you are opening P&L account, you are getting profit or loss, still it is to be taken to cost column. This is cost column. This is cost column. When items related to income column will be taken to P&L account when P&L account is asking. If P&L account is not being asked, items relating to income column, for that we will be opening income column, and that there you will be transferring to income column. So here you are getting profit 44,444. So to profit and loss account. To profit and loss account. Bracket profit on shares. What is the date, my dear friends here? Date. Date of sale.
15th October, sir.
Okay, 15th October.
So 15 November.
15 November. Okay. 15 November, profit on P&L account, profit on sale. Okay, that's it. Then we have to find out closing balance. Buy balance carried down. Buy balance carried down, you can see 30, 35, 45,000. 45,000 minus 25,000. Your closing books on 31st December, no? How many shares you are having? 20,000 shares. I told you for last one, no need to go for average cost, the balancing figure. I told you. Am I right? I have told you, even if you calculate average cost, you'll be getting the same value. So
Yes,
don't waste your time. Find out and tell me the value.
Two lakh 64,440.
2,66,444. What is the total value?
So 6,49,000.
49,444.
Good. Now you can go for P&L account. In P&L account, buy investment account, profit on sale transfer. 44,444. And buy dividend. You have received dividend, no? 50,000. And in fact, this P&L account also can be called as extract. I have told you. That is why I'm not writing the date here. Extract means only the to the extent the information which is available, I'm writing. Then buy sale of rights. Generally, sale of rights we don't show in income column. Since P&L account is being asked, we are writing it. And the sale of rights is how much? 10,000, no?
yes, sir.
I think sale of rights is first, no? Chronologically, if you go by it. Sale of rights first or dividend first?
Sale of rights.
Yes,
Sale of rights. Okay, okay. And then better you write sale of rights first here. Buy dividend 50,000. Then we can write P&L account is ultimately to balance carried down. It will be taken to other income column in statement of P&L account. What is 50, 60, 1 lakh? One lakh 4,444. Okay. See, Abid, you got doubt on if we are preparing investment account in the books of company, then we have to prepare statement of P&L if asked. Let me tell you, my dear friends, if anybody is having the doubt, statement of P&L, generally we don't do. I told you in the beginning itself, we are going by double entry system. For investment account, very partly 1 or 2 adjustment. For that, in the format where it will be taken means you can say other income. But when he's asking P&L account, he's not asking statement. Statement of P&L account will never be asked. If statement of P&L account is, suppose even for a change, if there is a statement of P&L account is being asked, you have to write the heading revenue from operations, other income. In that other income, you have to write note. These are the items which will be taken to other income. Think you got the doubt, the clarity, Abid?
Yes.
Got it? What I'm saying? Like you have to go for that particular major heading. Under that, you have to write that, and that can be taken statement of P&L. Generally, this, as I told you, extract means if where, how it will be created, how it will be debited. That's it. Okay. Then next point. That's it. The problem has been completed. Any doubt, anybody? Shall I move on to the next problem?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then let me take you the problem where we need not open what is it called as P&L account. This will give you clarity. On 1st January 2011, Singh had 20,000 equity shares of X Limited. Nominal value of the shares was rupees 10 each, but their book value was 16 rupees per share. On 1st June 11, Singh purchased 5,000 more equity shares in the company at a premium of rupees 4 per share. We are having opening balance and also purchase of shares. On 30th June 2011, the directors of X Limited announced a bonus and right issue. Bonus was declared at the rate of 1 equity share for every 5 shares, and these shares were received on 2nd August. The terms of the right issue: right shares to be issued to the existing shareholders on 10th August. Right issue would entitle the holders to subscribe to additional equity shares in the company at the rate of 1 share for every 3 held at 15 rupees per share, the whole sum being payable on 30th September 11. Existing shareholders are entitled to transfer their rights to outsiders, either wholly or in part. Singh exercises option under the issue for 50% of this is entitlement, and the balance of rights he sold to Anand for a consideration of 1 rupee 50 paise per share. Dividends for the year ended 31st March 11 at the rate of 15% were declared by the company and received by Singh on 20th October 2011. On 1st November 11, Singh sold 20,000 equity shares at a premium of rupees 3 per share. The market value, only thing is that I think I've mentioned in the previous problem, my dear friends, in the previous problem here, I think I'm not dictated in the earlier problems you have seen. When market value is not given, we assume that cost price is lower than market value. We have also discussed in debentures also, fixed bearing scripts. Now, if it is even the dividend shares or debentures, if market value is not given, we shall assume cost price is lower than market value. But in this problem, he is saying that the market value is 14 rupees. That means after getting the closing balance, you have to compare cost price or market value, whichever is lower, that will be taken. So far in the problems, what we have seen, cost price was always lower than the market value. Suppose if market value happens to be lower than cost, this particular point also I have explained. The difference in that amount, suppose market cost price 260, say for example, market value 240. Then the balancing figure has to be 260. Am I right? In the account credit side, closing balance is 260, my dear friends. There is market value 240. How much you should take in the problem? 260 or 240?
240.
240. When you take 240, account will not be closed, no? Whether account will be closed or account won't be closed.
Won't be closed.
Then the 20 rupees difference you are having, no? The 20 rupees also to be taken to which column?
Correct.
Cost column, credit side. Cost column. Writing what is that? By P&L account. Loss due to reduction in the market value. Am I right? Able to follow this, what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Please,
sir.
Yes, sir.
we never
Yes,
had.
sir.
There's a possibility in the examination you may get it. So please remember, I don't know unless we do it, whether it is more than or less than. We don't know. Just I thought of sharing this point. Now coming back to this, is only asking investment account. So the same problem, but why I want to again take it is that we can do it quickly now. Everything you know it now. I want your involvement. You have to give me this answer for this. So again, let me quickly open this investment account. In the books of Singh, investment account for the year ending 31st December 11, scrip equity shares in X Limited. Here we are also having, I'm going by number only, number of shares. You can use the term income or dividend, no problem. Amount in rupees. You can use income or rupees, dividend. Amount in rupees. Now, let me take you to working notes. Working notes number 1. We have to start with first bonus shares. Now, what is the bonus shares here? You know about opening balance. You know about purchase of shares. Directors of experiment bonus and right issue bonus were declared the rate of 1 equity share for every 5 shares. So bonus shares, number of bonus shares issued. You know what is the opening balance of shares? 20,000. 20,000 shares plus how many shares have been purchased here? 5,000 shares, I think. 5,000 shares,
Yes,
5,000 shares purchased. And what is the statement he said? For every 5 equity shares, 1 means divided by 5 into 1. Am I right? 25 by 5. 5,000, no?
Right.
5,000 bonus shares. Next, working notes number 2. Number of right shares offered. Number of right shares offered. Yes, given that. 1 share per every 3 held. For every 3 shares, as on the date means including bonus shares. After bonus, they have decided to give right shares. So, number of right shares offered is equal to 20,000 opening balance plus 5,000 purchase plus 5,000 bonus by 25, 5, 30, 30 by 3 into 1. How many shares? Tell me. 10,000 bonus shares, right shares, sorry. 10,000 right shares has been offered. Point number 3. Number of right shares subscribed. And amount paid. So 10,000 shares, how many shares have been subscribed?
50%.
50%. Into 50% into, it has been, what is the value of right issue? 15 rupees, no? Into 15 rupees. 75,000, no? Next. Number of right shares sold and amount received. $10,000 into 50%. It has been sold at 1 rupee 50 NP.
Yes, sir.
So 5,000 to 1.5 means 7,500 is credited to statement of P&L. Is credited to statement of P&L. Now the thing is about dividend. Fifth point, dividend. Dividend for the year end 31st March 11 at the rate of 15% were declared by the company and received by Singh on 20th October 2011. Now please watch the date and tell me. I'm giving 1 minute time for you to think of it. See the date carefully. And see the date carefully and see the date of purchase also. If you want, you can see the previous problem also. Okay, you can see this. I don't want to waste much of your time. The investor is following calendar as an accounting year. Company will follow which one? Financial year is an accounting year, unless otherwise for problem's sake they have given calendar year. But generally company will be following financial year. Dividends for the year ended 31st March 2011. So you are holding shares on 1st January, no? So for that particular period, he was a shareholder, no? What do you people say? Come on, tell me. So on this amount, dividend which you receive will be income or is it a revenue receipt or a capital receipt?
Revenue, sir.
Very good. Clear. Now the thing is that you can see date of purchase 1st June 2011. On these 5,000 shares, he was not a shareholder during that time. But whatever the dividend he is going to receive on these 5,000 shares, is to be taken to which column?
Cost column.
Capital receipt, cost column, credit side. Now thing is that can you expect dividend on right shares and bonus shares?
No, sir.
Whether it is given in the problem or not given in the problem, bonus shares and right shares are offered in the current year, no? But dividend is related to which year?
Previous year.
Previous year. So previous year he was not a shareholder. These bonus shares were not there and right shares were not there. So no need to calculate any dividend on right shares and bonus shares. Same is the case with the previous problem also. Now let me write the dividend. Dividend on opening balance of shares. What is opening balance of shares, my dear friends? 20,000 equity shares. And what is the face value of the share? 10 rupees. Into what is the percentage? 15%. 20,000, 10%, 10 rupees into 15%. Can you tell me the value?
30,000.
30,000.
30,000. This 30,000 is credited to which column?
Income column.
Income column. Very good. Next, on opening balance of shares is completed. B, on purchased shares. Now, in this problem, he has not given it. It is to be adjusted to cost of shares. But the previous problem, Sundar problem, in this problem, he has not mentioned. As I told you that whether the statement is mentioned or not, we have to calculate. We have to adjust to cost price. So how many shares has been purchased? 5,000 shares into 10 rupees into 15 by 100.
7,500.
Rupees 7,500 is created to, I think you'll understand, created to which column?
Cost.
Cost column. It is called as adjusted to investment account. This is also called as adjusted investment account. Now we'll come back to the problem now. We start doing it. Copying down is completed, this one.
Yes, sir. Done, sir.
Okay, good. We'll move on to this now. 1st January 11. To balance brought down, number of shares 20,000 and 20,000 into 16 rupees. No, it is coming to 20,016 means
3,20,000.
3,20,000. Okay, then what is the date of purchase? 1st June. No,
Yes, sir.
to bank, how many shares have been purchased? 5,000 shares has been purchased. What is the purchase price of share? 4 rupees premium. No, face value 10. 10 plus 4, 14. 5,000 to 4, 14. 70, 70,000. 70,000. Next, when the right shares were offered, my dear friends?
10,000.
10,000.
10,000 shares were. What is the date on which that this has been offered?
10th August.
No, 2nd August. No, sorry, bonus shares. 2nd August. To bonus issue. To bonus shares. 5,000. Value nil. Then after that, subscription of right shares. I think I'm not writing working notes. You can make it, no? While doing the problem, you can give the numbering. Am I right? To right
Yes, sir.
shares, when 30th September, right shares subscribe.
Yes, sir.
To bank right shares. How many right shares? 5,000. No, subscribe.
Yes, sir.
15 rupees. No, 5,000 to 15 rupees, 75,000. Then what is the date on which the dividend has been received? 20th October, and the sale is November 2011. So on 20th October, dividend has been received. I already given explanation on that. So now buy bank dividend. Now previously, income column was not there. The dividend received was created to profit and loss account. You can see here. Okay. Income column was not there. And previously he was asking the P&L account, sale of rights we have shown. I told you the custom or precedent that has been set up by the material is that renouncement of right, that's giving a statement created to profit and loss account. So that is the reason why what they have done is that what we are doing is rather is that the sale of renouncement of rights we are not showing, just we made a statement there. Then dividend, since we are not opening P&L account, the dividend on opening balance will be taken to income column. This I have explained you, 30,000. Dividend on purchase is taken to cost column. Clear to all of you? Those who have done the mistakes earlier, please recollect yourself. It is fresh to my memory. So please, those who have done earlier mistakes on this particular topic, don't do it again. Most of you have lost the marks for that. Then after that, you have to go for sale proceeds now. On 1st November, Singh sold 20,000 equity shares at a premium of rupees 3 per share. 20,000 to 3. Premium 3 rupees. No, so face value 10 rupees. 10 plus 3, 13 rupees. 20,000 to 13. How much is that?
2,60,000.
2,60,000. How many shares have been sold? 20,000 shares have been sold. Now, for this, we have to go for working notes now. Working notes for finding out profit or loss on sale. Profit or loss on sale of $20,000 shares. Sale proceeds 20,000 into 13, 2,60,000 minus average cost. Average cost of 20,000 shares. From here you can get it 320 plus 70 plus 75 minus 7,500. I think I did not explain this. We have already had clear discussion on this. Minus 7,500 by number of shares 20 plus 5. I think I'm adding it. You'll understand it, no? 20 plus 5, 25 plus 5, 30 plus 5, 35,000 shares. Into how many shares have been sold? 20,000. Tell me the cost price.
2,61,429.
2,51,429.
61,429.
You are getting a loss of 1,429, no?
Yes, sir.
Loss on sale. This loss on sale will be adjusted here. It is taken to credit side or debit side?
Debit side.
Huh?
Credit
So credit
side.
Credit side.
Credit side.
Loss on sale 1,429. Those who are copying down, you can copy down this.
Done, sir.
Okay, good. We'll move on to this here. Now we can find out the closing balance now. So 25, 30, 35,000. They are following calendar in accounting year. Buy balance carry down 15,000 shares. So what you do here, we can close this income column. This income column will be transferred to which account? Profit and loss account. You have to compare today between the previous problem, this problem. After going, don't neglect it, my dear friends. Even though it looks easy, please don't neglect it and go after going back, watch this problem again. Then now, my advice to all of you, you take pencil and write the amount here. The reason is that there is a possibility, since market value has been given, there's a possibility of having cost price lower than market value. Don't write with a pen. You can write in the examination hall, I'm telling you, or you write with a pencil, so that if there's a cost price is market value is lower than that can be replaced. Some people in the material, they will be giving you average cost, waste of time. Average cost closing stock is a balance, that is easiest one. So a number of times I've told you, choice is yours now. But can you tell me the value here? I'm not writing here. We can write later on. Can you tell me what is the value of closing balance?
So 1,96,000.
1,96,071.
So here, closing balance as on 31st December 2011. This is cost price. You write average cost, you write, even though we have not calculated average cost. And then average cost price of 15,000 shares. Then market value of 15,000 shares. What is market value of 15,000 shares?
14 rupees.
14 rupees. 15,000 shares, 15,000 into 14. I think you'll be getting more than this.
2,10,000.
So which is the lower, the least of the above?
Cost price.
Closing balance or carrying amount? $1,96,071. Can you tell me the total of this? 320, 390.
4,65,000.
4,55,000?
65,000.
65, okay. Okay. Tell me, can you do it if a question comes from this kind of model, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so shall I give you 3 to 4 problems, similar model as homework to you?
Yes, sir.
Huh? Good,
Yes, sir.
good. I wish to share those problems with you. This is completed.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Completed.
Now look at this. 8th one is similar. You can see this paid dividend 2% for the year 31st March. Bonus shares 1:5. Right shares, dividend of 1%. Only the thing is interim dividend is there. If interim dividend is there, my dear friend, this is to be taken to which column? income column. Okay, I'll take up this interim dividend point. This can be done. This problem I'll take up. 8th one I'll take up because I have to explain interim dividend. 9th one you can do it. 15,000 equity shares, acquired 5,000 equity, similar. Bonus was declared, right shares offered, dividend declared, and then took up the right shares, sold the half of holdings on 1st January 16. Only thing is brokerage being 1%. Now here brokerage has been given on sale. If brokerage is given on purchase also, you have to add. If brokerage is given on sale, you have to deduct. I think you know about the brokerage. We have discussed, am I right on this point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So shall I give
Yes,
this as
sir.
a homework to you, my dear friends?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Ninth one is homework. You can do it. And in fact, this also I want to give as a homework because it is covering both bonds and shares. If you are having bonds and shares, you have to prepare 2 investment accounts. Able to follow this, my dear friends? You have to open
Yes, sir.
two accounts. One is investment in debentures, other one is investment in shares. Shall I give this one as a homework to you? Only thing is interim dividend
Yes,
point.
sir.
Okay, interim dividend on equity shares, including bonus shares. Only this, if you are having any doubt, you leave it. This interim dividend. This interim dividend, I'll give a hint to you. Including bonus shares, this you can do. On the bonus shares also, whatever the dividend you are getting, that is to be created to income column. Interim dividend will be calculated on purchase shares also. Normally on purchase shares, last year dividend we are adjusting to cost column. No, interim dividend means during the year the company has declared the dividend. That dividend is to be taken to income column. That hint I have given. If you can able to try, you try. Otherwise, I'll explain this. But if you are having any doubt, you leave the shares part. You do the bonds part, shares, debentures part. You can do it. So this partly you can 8th also, 10th also you can work out, and then this is this. Okay, if you got any doubt, you can leave this dividend part of this particular problem. Can you try dividend this one also?
Yes, sir.
Okay, if you got any doubt, I'll explain, because I'll be explaining interim dividend now. After listening to that also you can try, but at least to the extent possible you do it. But I have given a hint, interim dividend is to be taken to income column. Okay, then this problem is about conversion. This I have to explain. This I have to explain. I'll be explaining tomorrow's class, and this is also is same conversion. This is conversion. These two I will be taking up in the next class, but this is almost same like today's problem. This is homework. You have to do it. You can do it also. Had opening shares, we have discussed. Purchased at a premium, same. Bonus was declared, right shares issued. Existing shareholders were entitled. Same problem. The market value. This is a must. You have to do it. You can do it also, this one. Shall I leave it for you, my dear friend, this one?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Because similar problems, I think I can leave it for you. This is important model. And again, this interim dividend, after discussing that, this now problem also will be easy. Again, this is a combination of the Nidhi problem model. So this interim dividend, if I explain that, this also you can work out. Even tomorrow, I can give it as a homework to you. So tomorrow, maybe 1 hour time, I'm hoping maybe it may take full class because I have to explain. Even reclassification is also missing. So tomorrow's class, I'll be covering first interim dividend concept, the treatment, only interim dividend I have to explain, and then conversion of shares, conversion of debentures into shares, and then reclassification. Now, only thing is in this particular problem, you can do it actually. I said is an important means you never had any problem on this. The reason is that he is asking you to prepare accounts for the year ended 31st March 16, 31st March 17. So far, we have seen investment account only for 1 year. No, here we are having the data of 1st January, 15th March. So these two 600 into 20, 900 into 25 will be for these two items. You have to prepare investment account for the year ended 31st March 2016, 31st March 17. This also I'll take up tomorrow. It's only explaining these few things. If anybody wish to try, you can try. The year also has been given, but if you got any doubt, I'll discuss on this. So basically tomorrow's my aim is to explain you interim dividend conversion reclassification. With that, this chapter will be can be wind up tomorrow, and then I'll be starting single entry. If anybody is having the doubts, you can ask me. Can you start giving titles to the main problems? Is the tip was useful to you, my dear friends, which I've explained to you?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
That is everybody's having. Why I can't give you title is that maybe I feel only one point is important. Some of you may feel 2 points are important. So please, you just try this. Definitely you will be having confidence on this. Any doubts? So shall I conclude for the day then?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. Thank you.